Today we have the first ever comparison video from the accessibility guy, and we have two strong contenders. And today's matchup will be Canva versus Venngage. Now in one corner we have Canva, a versatile tool known for its user-friendly interface and expansive library of templates. But in the other corner stands Venngage, which champions inclusivity, which helps you create accessible documents right from the start. This should be an interesting match. Welcome to the Accessibility Guy channel. Let's start the first round. User interface and basic design tasks. All right, on the Canva homepage, we're gonna create a brand new design. To begin, I'm simply going to select create a design, and then let's go ahead and choose a flyer. So let's just simply choose a template that we can drop directly into the design area. Now, what is really nice about Canva is its ability to drag and drop elements. You can select any one of the elements on the page, like the text or the heading content, and simply retype over it or move it around in any way that you want. Additionally, we have the ability to add in list elements. We could add text effects or even animate different areas of the content. Now, Venngage works in a very similar method. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to browse by accessible so that I can find a template that is already designed with accessibility in mind. And now what we could do is we kind of have a similar thing that we could do in Canva where we can move the contents on the page. We have effects that we can apply. Something that I like about Venngage that Canva does not have is the ability to drag and drop in pie charts and different types of bar graphs. You can also insert maps of different countries. All right, let's jump into round two, the specific accessibility features of each one of these products. Now, the only way I've been able to find accessibility features built into Canva is by using the Canva assistant in the bottom right corner. And from here, I can type the word accessibility, and this gives me the option to check design accessibility. Now, in here, we can adjust some things like changing the font size. We can also address the color contrast wherever we need to. And then we can also add alternate text to some of our background, but that's it. Now let's take a look at Venngage, and we're gonna open up a flyer. Let's take this accessibility one because it's here. Where Venngage shines is its ability to have the built-in accessibility right from the start. So what I'm gonna do is select the file button and then choose accessibility. And we can actually check the accessibility right from within the interface. And what we're gonna do is say, check my design, and it has a built-in checker where we can validate different components and set the reading order of the contents. So within the accessibility panel, if I just say set reading order, we can actually go in here and move the contents around on the page so that they fit the correct reading order. Something that's really nice about this tool too is like you can just select the text and we can go up to this text tag and we can simply apply a heading level 1 to that content. Another important feature that I wanted to go over was the ability to generate alt text automatically. Let's go ahead and create a new page, and I'm going to insert a bar graph, and from within here I'm going to use the automatic AI alt text generator. To do that, I'm simply going to select my chart, then select the alt text button, and from here we have the ability to auto generate alt text. Let's go ahead and do that. And in here it says we have a bar chart showing the distribution of cybersecurity incidents by industry, and it gives all of the data points. This is an amazing feature to use to help you generate appropriate alternate text. Now, if we go back up to our other page, if we select any piece of our text, we can select the font color button, and there is a built-in contrast checker, which will tell us whether or not our text is passing WCAG AA and AAA requirements. And this is just a nice feature to have to let you know whether or not your text is passing color contrast requirements. All right, let's take a look at the final round here and check out how these files are actually exported, and let's see who the real champion is. And let's do a quick review. So this is the flyer that we designed in Canva. I'm gonna open up the tags panel, and in here we have a lot of different tags that come out. We have our part tag, figure tag, we have H3 with titles on this content, we have an H1, an H5. So the heading structure is completely out of whack, which is interesting. The list items are actually coming through pretty good, surprisingly, but the reading order is definitely off here. We have a lot of blank tags. We have some issues with the hyperlinks. Let's go ahead and just run the accessibility checker just to see what it looks like. And we have a couple of issues. Figures needing alt text is a big one. And then we have this error associated with content. Now let's check out how Venngage exports a PDF. So let's now go ahead and select the download button, and we're going to choose the option PDF and select download. Let's go ahead and review this document. I'm simply going to open it, follow the same process. So let's open up the tags panel. Wow, my first reaction is the tags panel is like way better, way cleaner. We have a figure tag here. We can right click it, select properties, and it has Venngage logo as the alt text. That's perfect. We have our heading level 1. We have our heading level 2s, our P tags. But what's impressive to me really is the reading order, and there's no funky tags in here. Let's go ahead and launch the accessibility checker. And wow, we have a fully passing built-in Adobe Acrobat checker. So based on our 3 categories, round 1, we had interface and usability. I think that I give Canva the championship spot. Canva's ability to drag and drop and modify the content is just outstanding. Now, in my professional opinion, I would say that Canva is a good tool for personal use, while Venngage is definitely more suited for business users. So round 2 is the accessibility features. It is no question, Venngage is the champion for round 2 for built-in accessibility features. You have the ability to adjust the reading order, the color contrast, add alternate text to images, apply heading tags, and the list seems to go on and on. All right, round 3, export options. Again, the champion is going to be Venngage. The fact that it walks us through that process of downloading our file, there's no confusion as to which PDF file we are downloading, whether it's for print or flattened. It just has all of the accessibility features built into it. So I would say the overall champion of today's match of Canva versus Venngage is going to be Venngage. If you want to access your free trial to Venngage, take a look at the link in the description of this video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.